Hello everyone. Today is 12th June 2026, and this is the stock which I bought at 10th June. I'm sorry I posted 2 days later. I was busy on I was busy on something. I was working. So here it is. The name of the stock is Max Financial Services. I'll explain everything, every single thing, technicals, fundamentals and everything. But before I begin, let me be very clear, this is not a stock or investment recommendation, even though I am an ISM certified research analyst. But this is not a recommendation to buy this stock. This is what my trade is. I'm just sharing my trade with you guys. So remember that this is not an investment or a stock advice. So let's just start. So the main reason why I brought this stock was for swing trading was, as you can see, I have marked few important levels already. Uh, Let me just take something to draw. Okay. So as you can see, this was a major breakout. Not breakout actually. The stock was trading at a all-time high, but then it continued to go up. So after such a big move, it had to do some retracement. The buyers need exit, and short sellers also took that opportunity, and the stock gave a retracement, which is natural, happens with every stock. So this became the support zone because previously there was no support in this region. So this became the support zone. Now from here the stock again went up. It was kind of like a Fibonacci retracement. Then it went up. It took resistance. It took its previous resistance again, kind of a double top pattern, M pattern, and then it started falling from here. Then it consolidated for a while. This region became its consolidation region, and right from here it went up. So this became the second support for the stock. It went up. There was a very big strong buying move over here with volume increase as well. Then what happened is the stock consolidated, and this became a new resistance. As you can see, it went to all-time high and then consolidated for a while, and then this region became its resistance. And from here the short sellers took, you know, they had a bigger numbers with them, bigger money with them, and they pushed the stock down. And also the buyers who brought over here, they also might have exited from this position. The stock came near its previous support zone. Then the buyer took once over again from here, and it went drastically up with the market. The markets were up, everything was bullish. So the stock also went up, FIIs and DIIs investing. And then came February. It stock was trading near its all-time high, and then there was war started between Iran, Israel, and US. And from here, the stock gave almost 30% downwards movement. It never stopped in between. There was a few buying, people, retailers, and domestic investors who think of long-term investing might have taken some position over here because of the correction. The stock was overvalued and it came down drastically, and then it reached its previous main support. Remember over here, this was the final support, and it also started buying from here because this was the main support, and then it went again up from here, and then it respected its previous resistance. As you can see over here, this was the first time it came near resistance. Second, second resistance, and then it went down drastically. Then there was again a W pattern near its previous support zone. This was the support region. It went up again, it came near resistance, went down again. So this was the consolidation phase. Let me remove everything. So this was the consolidation phase as I explained it to you. And now this was the technical part. Now I'll explain you something which confirmed my buy position in this stock was the volume. Now I'll explain you why volume is important in any stock, because by this buying and selling, this might not be true, but volume can explain you why it's true or false. Every single up move or down move, you can verify it with volume whether it's true or not. So first I'll explain you the simple volume, you guys know. So the stock went up over here, as you can see. So does the volume. Volume was up. But as it started falling, you can see the decline in volume. But then over here you can see a sharp spike and consolidation, and from here the volume went up, so the stock went up, and again near its resistance you can see there was a little bit spike in the volume in this region, but then the volume dropped, so the stock price dropped, and again there was a spike in volume, the stock went up, and then it consolidated here for a bit, and so the stock price came down. So what this indicates is this fall you are seeing, this was not because seller pushed it down. Yeah, of course there might be some sellers who pushed the stock down near its resistance, but the main reason for this fall was profit booking from the buyers. So the previous buyers who bought this stock were selling their positions to book profit, and this was the reason for that fall. So was the reason for this fall, and so was the reason for this fall as well, because buyers were scared because of the current ongoing situation of war. They didn't want to take that risk to carry forward this trade, and so the price. Now I'll show you another example of anchored volume. Some of you might know it, some of you might not. So in the forecasting section you can check out anchored volume profile. You don't need any premium subscription for this, so I'll just share you the. So this data is from June 2025 to till today. So here you can see something what like volume, but this is horizontal. I'll explain everything very simply, just listen, and you, if you don't understand, watch it, get back and watch it twice. So you can see these three black lines. So the line in the center is the region where the volume is maximum. So the buying and selling is happening most when the stock reaches this price level or this region, which is around 1600. This region decides the trajectory of the stock, whether it is going to go up or down. And then you can see other two lines, one is below and one is above. So what these two lines indicate is the region between these two lines is where most of the buying and selling or the limit orders are placed in the market. So you can see the intention of buyers and sellers in this line, and as we discussed earlier, market was consolidating in this region, because you can see this in the volume profile that this was the main region where buyers and sellers were interested in buying and selling their stock. And this point, this the center line is called POC, which is point of control, where the volume happens, buying and selling happens the most. So I took an entry on 10th June, and my buying price was 1060, sorry, 1606, and this is my stop loss level. Sorry, this around this is my stop loss level, and this is my profit booking level. So as you can see, currently the stock is trading near my stop loss level. And am I going to hold it further? If this fall continues, I'm going to hold it till this support level, because this is trusted support level. No matter what the reason for fall is, fundamental or due to war, this is a supported level where buyers are very strong, and I know it might come back from here, but the time horizon for the stock to come back from this level would be too long. And if you are not comfortable with holding the position for too long, you might take an exit as soon as it breaks this level of around 1530. So the reason for this fall, you can see right after I bought the stock, it went up a bit, 0.3%, and then it is continuously falling. So the reason for the fall is same. Iran is constantly blocking the Strait of Hormuz, which is resulting in the increased prices of goods. Inflation is rising, so the market reacts to rising inflation, and the market falls. So the reason for this fall is not because of increased price in inflation and goods, because the market is falling. And what this company does is, it is a financial services company, so if the market falls, this company also might get a little bit of impact. But if we look at the correlation between war and this company, it is very less. It is likely going to fall because of the war, but because of the overall market correction, it might fall. But as you can see, I bought this stock at the point of control, thinking that the buyers might aggressively buy from here. As you can see, it took previous support and went up, gave a little bit consolidation, and then it was again going up. So I bought this at this level, and I was planning it to sell somewhere around this resistance, because I would not take the risk to hold it. Wait a minute. This was the resistance region, and it is a very likely that the market might go down from here again. But if the buyers are strong, it also might go up. But currently, as you can see, the stock is consistently falling, breaking previous day lows, and currently it is falling more. But let's see, I might hold it for a longer period of time, as the financial of this company are not too bad. But if I get a better opportunity and to recover my money more, like if I take a stop loss, I might make a loss of almost 5 to 6%. But if I get any other opportunity, I might sell it and buy the other stock. So this is going to be my plan. This is going to be my selling price around this region. I'll see how the stock behaves. If the volume is very good and it is consistently going up, then I might hold it till the level of 1800. And to reach this level, it might take 1.5 to 2 months, which I'm okay with holding if I'm getting the profit. But if this stock is going to stay down for a while, then I might take exit, book my losses, and park my money in some other stock, which might give me, which might recover my money and give me more profit. So this was the analysis for this stock. I'll keep you posted about this position every week. Uh, what I'm going to plan for the next trade and everything, I'll keep you posted. So that's it. And one of my viewers commented to look on ICICI Bank, give my analysis on ICICI Bank. So I checked it out. The bank is fundamentally very good. As you can see, I was doing some analysis, And one thing I'll tell you is, if you're holding it for long term, the stock is very good, excellent. After what happened to HDFC Bank, this is this stock is basically competitor to HDFC Kotak, and this stock stands out as a competitor for HDFC Bank. So you can hold it for long term, and you can see this was the support region where the stock, since 2024 August, the stock never went below this support region. It came down here and then again went up. It came down here, which was a golden opportunity for buying, and you can see the move it gave. As soon as it came near its support zone, and drastically went up. How much? Around 6 to 7% in 1 week or something, which would have been a very good trade. But what my suggestion would be, if you're holding this stock right now and you are in profit, you should take an exit, because currently there is a lot of volatility and uncertainty in the market. Uh, Foreign investors are pulling out money to put in other emerging markets, because India is currently in a stagflation. For those who don't know what stagflation is, it occurs when the economy is in a very poor condition. The inflation is rising, the interest rates are high, the growth is falling, and the unemployment is increasing. So this is a cycle which is very hard to get out from. But I'm sure India will, because RBI and government are working towards it, and India is still one of the fastest growing economies. And this happens, these short term hits might not decide the future of the economy and the market. So if you want to hold it for long term, it is still a good option. It is not something which can be replaced by AI. Banking cannot be replaced by AI and other technology. So for long term, it is very good. For short term, if you are in profit, you might take an exit, but if you are in loss, you still might hold on. And technically and fundamentally, both this strong stock looks very good, because the reason I'm telling you to sell is also the uncertainty. And you might see this sharp buying move came. So the institutions who bought around this level, they might look for an opportunity to book the profit. So the stock might come down a bit and consolidate. If you are a swing trader and you are in profit, you should take an exit and find another opportunity, because the next support and resistance zone are too far away. That's what I would suggest. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe to get my new video as soon as I post. That's it for today. I'll keep you posted on the previous talk which I showed you. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.